your thoughts on the GLIAC tournament. I mean, obviously the game here, you couldn't hit a three, but you still found a way to get the win. How do you feel like things went?
I mean, I guess it's preparing you. I mean, if you look at our entire body of work on the season, probably the two toughest weekends we had during the conference year were Davenport, Grand Valley at home, and Grand Valley, Davenport on the road. So when you get to the conference tournament, you drive Davenport, Grand Valley on a weekend again, and obviously we struggled with both of them a little bit. Davenport, we found a way at home. Grand Valley had a heck of a weekend. We know they're really good. Obviously, ultra familiar with us. They have 4 seniors that have been around as long as our 4 seniors. We played them 3 years. It's 3 out of 4 years in the conference tournament. The 11th time, I mean, they're comfortable guarding us, and you know what? I thought after the tough start, came back. We had the lead at halftime. It's a 27-2 run after we scored the first basket, and to live through a 27-2 run where we really weren't turning it over, and we really only had probably 2 or 3 questionable shots. That's pretty amazing. Usually when you go through a run like that, you're making a lot more obvious mistakes than we were. We missed some free throws, we missed some contested shots at the rim, but pretty good shots. We missed some threes that had some contests, but were still very good looks. And you know what, Grand Valley gave it to Northern pretty good on Sunday in their own gym. Grand Valley was the best team in the conference tournament. They deserved to win it. We're 0-3 against them this year. There's a chance that we've run into them again in the conference tournament, and if you're going to beat them once, obviously the last time would be the best, but we'll see.
What lessons do you feel like you've learned from facing them 3 times that you can maybe take now into the NCAA tournament and hopefully figure out?
We learned that you need to make shots is one. Guys have to understand that you're going to have to beat them with ball movement. We know how to get those open shots. You're going to have a day when you make them. I think we've done a fairly good job of guarding them every game. The first time at home, they beat us up on the glass. That hasn't been the case the second 2. I mean, it's been hard for us to score against them. It's a hard game for Marcus. Marcus has had 3, I would say, inefficient games against them. They have a lot of bodies and a lot of length to throw at him. For us to beat him, I mean, we're going to need Marcus to kind of put on a cape, whatever you want to call it, and get hot and make some tough shots. He's also got to be a playmaker, and guys got to step up and hit shots. I mean, you can scheme all you want. There's still an element where you got to make some shots if you're going to win the biggest games of the year.
Where do you feel like his game is at, now looking at a couple games into the playoffs?
I think he's in an okay spot. I mean, he had 2 tough shooting nights, but I mean, if you go through his numbers, probably 6 of his 8 worst shooting games have been against those 2 teams. We'll see what happens. I seen him do a lot of incredible things over the last 4 years, and you know what? You get in a tournament like this where you play through. Obviously, it's one and done, or at most 3 games in 4 days. A lot of times it's when somebody gets hot. I mean, you see it in the Division I tournament on a weekend where somebody gets hot and kind of plays the hero and goes. And you know what? That's what makes college basketball fun. It's March Madness. They call it madness for a reason. And you know what? Maybe you'll catch fire for a weekend. Maybe us as a team will catch fire. So that's your hope, your dream. Your defense needs to give you a chance, but you need to make some plays.
How much fun was it to see Nate have the game he had against Grand Valley?
I mean, Nate's been solid for us all year. I mean, his offense comes and goes a little bit, but he's been a rock defensively. He's been a rock at moving the ball and getting us into what we want. And it was great to see him make some shots there in the first half. Hopefully that continues down here in Canton, Ohio.
What do you know about Lake Erie?
I mean, they run the kind of the West Liberty Nova system. I mean, they try to create chaos. They platoon players in. They had 12 players averaging 15 to 20 minutes a game. They press, makes or misses. We saw it the first game of the year against Dallas Baptist. Hopefully, I mean, that's a long time ago, but we'll go back to some of the things we did in practice that week. And you got to take care of the ball. I mean, it's a lot of times teams have been doing well, doing things well, and you just have that spurt where you turn it over 3 or 4 times and you end up losing the game. And it's going to be take care of the basketball. They lost in the championship, but they had won 11 in a row before that. I mean, they're a good team. They're deep and fire a ton of threes and try to turn you over with a press.
You guys have seen a lot this season. You've played a lot of higher end teams. How do you feel like this team has grown from that first tournament in Florida to now?
I mean, I just don't think we're going to get phased by much. We've seen it all. We've been in every situation imaginable. It was kind of even the Grand Valley when things weren't going well. I mean, we went 12-0, and it just didn't feel like I needed to call a timeout. It wasn't really a run. It was they were making some tough shots, and we were missing some shots. Like, it wasn't your typical run. And I'm not saying I made the right decision. I'm just saying it's not sitting here all, we're in trouble, let's stop the run. I mean, we just kept playing, and obviously we survived that run and brought it back, and we're ahead at half. And then the one in the second half, we just couldn't get out of it.
We're into the one and dones now. Does that change anything in how you approach each game?
You don't want it to change that much. I mean, there's obviously a sense of urgency. I mean, it's final there. I mean, we've been preaching that we needed to have that mentality for the last couple weeks. I mean, you get to the end of the season, you want to get a share of the conference title, you have to play it with the one and done mentality. The conference tournament, I mean, you're saying you want to try to host this thing, we got to win the conference tournament. It's a one and done mentality, and now it's more real. I mean, I think the seniors have had a sense of urgency. We don't want to beat it up that much because you don't want to put any extra pressure or whatever, but there's a finality to it. And I mean, you go to practice this afternoon, you know it might be the last one of the last ones. I mean, I'm hoping urgency's been a word for I'd say a couple months now. We got to have urgency, that our guys are yelling urgent, urgent, urgent. We talk about it in the locker room before the game and things like that. But now it's the ultimate sense of urgency when you get to a one and done.
One of the unique things about this season is you've traveled to a couple places that you don't normally go to. Do you feel like that might help with this, given that you're going to Walsh, a place that you haven't played at?
I hope so. I mean, we're going to talk about it as a positive. I mean, it's just like getting on the plane to Florida. We're going to go down there, and it should feel exactly like that opening small college basketball classic felt like, with the hotels and all the teams there. And I mean, that's part of why we did it and what we want to feel. And we're playing a team that runs that system. So hopefully it helped prepare us.
What makes these 4 seniors so special, as they're closing out their careers here?
I think just the ride they've been on, where I guess very seldom do 4 seniors start that many games together. I don't know if it's in the 70s or whatever. I mean, almost 3 years of full start and 4 years where they've been playing a ton. That doesn't always happen where you get them. And it's kind of been just a journey with them. I mean, we had lost a lot of seniors before they got there, and there's been the Hobsons and some of those guys were along for a lot of it. But, I mean, it was a growing. I mean, we went from 8th to 5th to 1st to 1st. And I think just seeing that full arc makes it really special.
Can you say enough about this group as far as how they have gone from being guys that were just part of things to now being the leaders and the guys that really kind of control how this team performs?
Ownership's always been one of our core values, and we try to give a lot of ownership early. Like, your career, your experience is going to be what you put into it. And these guys put the work in and kept believing in what Michigan Tech is, Michigan Tech basketball was when things weren't great. And I'm happy they've been rewarded with championships. I'm happy they're going to get a couple chances to play in the NCAA tournament. Those are pretty big time accomplishments. No matter how many times you do them, it's hard to get there, and it's special.